Dark psychological facts about sex, love, women, and human behavior you've never heard. A woman's brain literally deactivates the fear center during orgasm. For a brief moment, she becomes neurologically incapable of feeling fear, anxiety, or danger, biologically wired to surrender. According to a controversial study, women who have emotionally bonded sex build stronger immune responses, but only if they actually love the person. Men are more likely to fall in love at first sight, but women are more likely to stay emotionally attached after a toxic breakup. When a woman feels jealous of another, her pupils dilate, not when she sees a threat, but when she sees a rival she unconsciously wants to compete with. People are more likely to cheat right after surviving something life-threatening, as if the brain tries to feel alive by chasing forbidden pleasure. Heartbreak isn't just emotional, the brain processes it in the same area as physical pain. That broken heart isn't poetic, it's neurological trauma. Women who experienced emotional neglect in childhood are often drawn to emotionally unavailable men. It's not preference, it's a subconscious addiction to unpredictability. Men after a breakup are statistically more likely to become depressed and spiral, even though they often act like nothing happened. Here's something wild. The smell of a woman's tears lowers testosterone in men, instantly reducing aggression and sexual arousal without a single word spoken. People unconsciously mimic the speech patterns of those they're sexually attracted to, down to the rhythm, pitch, and word choice. Men can detect ovulation through subtle voice changes, even if they can't consciously explain why they're more attracted at that time. Women who feel emotionally safe with their partner report higher rates of orgasm, not because of chemistry, but because their brain relaxes its guard. Falling in love activates the same parts of the brain as a cocaine high. Withdrawal from love is literally like detoxing from a hard drug. People who have been gaslighted often become hyper-apologetic in future relationships, trained to believe they're always the problem. Here's a twist. Anger increases arousal in many women more than affection. Adrenaline and dopamine blend into a confusing cocktail of desire. Some women feel heightened sexual desire while grieving. The brain compensates for loss with an intense craving for connection. We tend to be attracted to people who mirror our attachment styles, even if those styles are deeply toxic. When women see other women gazing at a man with desire, they rate him as more attractive. It's called mate copying, and it's completely subconscious. People who grew up around emotional chaos often confuse anxiety with attraction, mistaking inner turbulence for love. Porn doesn't just affect arousal. It rewires the brain's reward system, often making real-life intimacy feel underwhelming over time. Women exposed to inconsistent affection as children are more likely to chase emotionally unavailable lovers, repeating the unresolved cycle. Some people sabotage perfectly healthy relationships because their brain associates love with pain. Safety feels boring, even threatening. The scent of a person's sweat can influence sexual attraction more than visual beauty. Your nose knows before your eyes do. Women don't fake orgasms just to protect egos. Many do it to avoid abandonment, conflict, or feeling broken. When men suffer deep loneliness, their brains start perceiving women as emotionally hostile, even when there's no threat. It's called the loneliness paranoia spiral. Those who lack self-worth often view love as possession. It's not about connection, it's about control. For some women, arguments trigger arousal. Why? Because the brain mistakes high emotional intensity for passion. Ghosting triggers the same brain pathways as ancient social exile. It's not just rejection, it's neurological abandonment trauma. Men tend to bond through sex. Women tend to need emotional bonding before sex. It's the ultimate biological mismatch. People chasing that spark again and again are often addicted to dopamine, not love. They're not in love with you, they're in love with the high. Fantasizing about cheating is more common in healthy relationships than toxic ones. Why? Because safety frees the mind to wander without acting. Some women are attracted to danger because it mirrors the instability they grew up with. Trauma feels familiar, even seductive. The more trauma someone carries, the more they crave validation through sex. It's not about pleasure, it's about proving they're worthy. Rebound sex doesn't prolong heartbreak. Studies show it can actually shorten it by restoring a sense of desirability. Couples who face danger or fear together bond faster. Why? Fear releases oxytocin and adrenaline, like emotional superglue. Love literally dulls the part of the brain that analyzes and judges. That's why people defend toxic partners like their lives depend on it. Men are more likely to mistake sexual chemistry for emotional intimacy. Women often do the opposite, confusing emotional connection for love. Kids who witness cheating growing up often see infidelity as normal and are more likely to repeat it, even if they swear they won't. Oxytocin increases trust, even when it's dangerous. That's why people in love overlook red flags they'd usually run from. Some women develop attraction toward people they pity. It gives them emotional control in an otherwise chaotic dynamic. Couples who laugh during fights have higher relationship survival rates. Humor diffuses threat and resets the brain's emotional thermostat. Here's a shocking twist. Women are more likely to orgasm with someone they don't trust for the long term. Less pressure equals more freedom. Those neglected emotionally as children often need constant reassurance in adulthood. Their love tank is never full, no matter how much is poured in. Falling in love can shrink the brain's fear center. That's why people in new relationships do risky things they'd never normally consider. If you find this video informative, please take a moment to share it with your friends. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you have made it this far, comment below with the word 100% to confirm that you have received the knowledge from this video. For more interesting topics like this, also make sure you watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. Until next time, stay safe and awesome. Thanks for watching.